See, look at all that spider webbing, all that right there. The last person who had this car just did not take very good care of it at all. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Zay's Garage. You are tuning into the first part of detailing my F80 M3. As you can see here, I was just doing a little bit of work filling in some chips that the car had before I purchased it, making it clean because we are doing a whole bunch of good stuff to this car. You don't want to miss a moment of it. The PPF is going on, and the other option I had to fix all the damage from the chips on the front of my car was to get it repainted, and that was going to cost nearly $4,000. Instead, as you saw in my last video, I went and I got $70 Dr. Color Chip kit, and I filled in the paint chips. As you can see, it's like they're not even there anymore. It's really sweet how that all turned out. But now that that is done, we are ready to head down to Elite Auto Spots to get the process started. This is gonna take 3 days, 3 different pieces of the detail. First, we're starting off with the wash, the paint correction. Second, we're going to be doing a PPF. We're gonna do some paint protection on the full front here, all the nose. And on the third day, we are going to apply a ceramic coating all around the car. By the end of this week, this car will be completely dialed in. It's gonna be looking sweet, and we're gonna be taking it to a show this Sunday to represent Elite Auto Spa in Lawrence as well. So that's gonna be huge, guys. It'll be good for the channel, be good for Elite Auto Spa. So please do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let's dive into the video. All right, the dunks are secured. Let's get it, let's get it. So another thing I want to mention before we get there is when I bought this car, from day one, paint condition on this car was a pain point. There were many different things that, you know, were wrong with the paint. Like there were some scratches, the swirls were really bad. The person who owned this car before me neglected the paint like so badly. Like I don't think they knew what they were doing at all, and it was really rough. For that reason, that is why I'm making such a significant investment into the paint on this car. If I had it my way, I would have bought a car that had a little bit more love given to it, but because of the deal that I got, you know, I just could not give up that piece. So maybe that might explain also why we're doing so many different things to the car. All right, boys, we're pulling up to Elite Auto Spa, conveniently located next to West Tunes. We are in the shop. What's up, man? How you doing? Nice, bright and early, man. Good to see you, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. Is this one of the products you got here?
Yeah, I mean, this is a Resto. That's for 90,000 miles.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so it's gonna be restored.
Yeah, I used to love these right here, man. These things are sick. My uncle had one of them. They're great.
Big money.
Yeah, I know nowadays you can find them in good condition. But
this one all OEM by 15 grand or so like that.
Jeez, that's crazy. So the car, I put it that way. Oh my God, man, these wheels are the worst, bro. They're like, I'm gonna get some ceramic pads because they just kick up so much like brake dust. Yeah, the barrels, man, are the worst though. Like, yeah, these things are crazy, man.
You're gonna be completely transformed on it.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Edward, do you mind telling us like a little bit about like your business and like how it got started and everything?
Opened up about 6 months ago. Full-fledged detail shop. Do everything from general detailing to paint correction, ceramic coating, paint protection film, and window tinting. What we mainly do is pretty much people who buy new cars looking to protect their investment, you know, from rock chips, and you know, they just want to keep the things nice and fresh.
I don't know if the camera reflects it, but there's just like a lot of swirls in the paint. The last person, as I said before, they just failed to like, see, look at all that spider webbing, all that right there. The last person who had this car just did not take very good care of it at all. There's also a lot of like hard water stains in the front hood. When the car gets wet, you can see kind of like the outlines of all the minerals in the paint from the water and stuff like that. It's good. Wheels, real dirty, guys. Car's paint is not hydrophobic at all. Like, you throw water on it, it just sticks like glue. It's just a big sheet. I'm really excited to get the ceramic coating on here, but like, as you guys can see, yeah, she's in rough shape, man. A car that's this beautiful shouldn't have to look like this. The guys here at Elite Auto Spa are gonna dial it in for sure. All right, guys, so the hand wash process is starting on the car. Of course, you know, we start with the wheels always.
So that's our P&S brake buster. We use it for most of the wheels and calipers and that stuff. But it really breaks down a lot of the grime that it has on there. That we just hit it with a brush into the wheels, and then we have our wool pads to get the barrels.
So if you guys didn't catch that the first time, P&S brake buster. We're gonna use that to break down the wheels here, all the dust and all the bad stuff on it, and get them clean. Let's watch them work. So what foam wash do you guys use?
Right now we use the chemical guys, Honeydew foam.
All right.
This is actually the soap that we use on ceramic coated vehicles, because it's very important that you use a pH neutral soap so it doesn't deteriorate the ceramic coating over the years. So if it lasts 2 years, it lasts 2 years versus 1 year.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Tire shine. They just washed the car, and the tire shine that I use just sticks to the paint. It makes it look like it's like dull and faded, but it's actually just a horrible tire. It's all on the fender here. I used it when I was down there at the Keys Motorsports Auto Show. They told me to just throw this stuff away. It's no good. They just finished up the hand wash. Now they're taping off the car to get it ready for paint correction. Just getting all those parts so that they don't get nicked. And I bet you this is the first paint correction this car has ever gotten.
Yeah, based on the condition, I would have to agree on that.
Person that had this thing, man, I don't know what they were doing. So is this like your balance here and everything?
Yeah, so this is all the stuff that we use every day.
What are you guys gonna be using on here to get started? I guess it really depends though, right?
Your car is gonna need the wool pad. The heavy duty to get a lot of stuff out.
Is that what that 400?
400 grit. And then once we get to, done with the deep scratches, this leaves scratches as well.
Yeah.
But obviously they're much easier to remove.
Yeah.
Then we'll come with the medium cut, which also polishes, and then it also is gonna get a lot of the scratches out. So, the polishes. So we got the Roof's Bigfoot, and then we got the mini that we use for certain spots.
Yeah.
And then we have my favorite ones.
Yeah.
The little guy just in between those little spots that these can't reach.
Yeah. All right, guys. So they are gonna get started on the trunk here. This is probably the most troubled area of this entire car. They are gonna be using the wool pad here to see if they can knock down these deep scratches here. We'll see what it looks like afterward. Here's a half and half difference of just what they were able to do. You can see on this side, a lot of those swirls are gone. It looks a lot clearer. And then look at this side, like that's insane. The difference that just using 400 grit compound makes on the car. So after removing the splitters here, we found that there's just a lot of stuck on glue, there's a lot of scratches. The advice of Edward here at Elite Auto Spa is basically we should either get it resprayed or we should just
hold off the PPF until I do get it resprayed. We'll have to see. I'm working to get a quote to see if maybe we can get it done real quick. If not, then we'll just withhold it. We'll do it later. Stay tuned.
Yeah, so we're switching it up to yellow pad, which is less abrasive from the wool. Pretty much what we're doing now is we're cleaning up our mess that we left with the wool pad, which removes a lot of the scratches and haziness it had, but still leaves over some small little swirls and stuff of that nature. So right now we're just gonna pretty much try to perfect the paint, remove everything that we did, all the damage we did that we left over. And as soon as we're done with this, we're gonna switch to a white pad, which is gonna be strictly for polish.
All right.
Just to make sure the car is perfect.
All right. It's looking good, guys.
Alright guys, so we switched back to my normal camera. This is the car. They finished a two-step correction on it, and it is looking freaking lit, man. It is a different car. You can still see some of the places here, I think, where there's just like a little bit of road rash left over still. And also you can see where I did some of the touch-up paint. Nonetheless, if you ignore all that and you look at the final product here, the correction did wonders for this car, and I'm like absolutely thrilled with it, guys. All right guys, so that is gonna be a wrap for today's video. All the products that I pointed out or Edward talked about today, I'm gonna put a link to those in the description so that you can go and pick them up yourself. If you have any questions about what was done to the car today, please feel free to leave a comment. And one last thing that I forgot to mention, we did not land on a conclusion on the bumper, but that will be the first thing that we address in the next video. I also put the information for Elite Auto Spa in the description as well, so if you're in the area, you can go and check them out too, and also maybe even ask Edward some questions about what he did on the car, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and we will see you in part 2 of Dial In the F80. Peace.